to go. Let's reload the page. Welcome everyone to another chapter review of DanDaDan, doing live stream, live reaction of chapter 195. I am your host today, Ronoa Daniel, or you could just call me Danny. I am one of three co-hosts here on the Moonpiece Podcast channel, the one that you are currently on and visiting, with my co-hosts Corey and Kimmy. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do so. Leave a comment on this video if you like it. If you want to see anything more, we have plenty of stuff coming out this week. I've got Blue Lock tomorrow. Kimmy's got Kingdom Hearts on Wednesday. We just did a Sailor Moon review, and guess what, guys? Our season 2 grand finale is happening tomorrow as we speak. So there's a lot going on this channel. A little bit of everything for everybody. We mainly orient around anime, but you know, we branch off and talk about other things. Let me just make sure YouTube sounds good. Perfect. All right, we are chilling. But anyway, guys, like I said, today we're going to be doing DanDaDan Chapter 195. We last left off with the team brawling it out on this airplane in the middle of the sky, 10,000 feet above the air. Is that how high planes fly? I don't know what the altitude is. And then, lo and behold, what starts happening? They're stuck in a sharknado. All right, there's sharks raining down from the sky. There's body parts raining down from the sky. It's crazy over here. So let's see where we're leaving off with the crew. So opening page, title 195, It's a Typhoon, direct hit, because these boys and girls are right in the thick of it. All right. Next page, we're seeing Gigi react through the window. He's like, it's a typhoon. And Granny Seiko's like, oh, what? He's like, there's flying sharks everywhere, guys. And everyone's like, whoa, what? What are you talking about? Everyone stops fighting. Everyone's like, whoa, hold on, what? What are you saying? And then Vomola's over here looking through the window. She's like, sharks? I want to see sharks. I look like a shark. And then, Zuma is saying, for real? Damn, I wish I could see him. Oh, and Momo's like, that makes no sense. Why would there be sharks in the sky? Girl, why are you still asking these questions? Nothing that's ever happened to you has ever made sense, right? This shit is a disaster. But that's really funny on Zuma's part. He's like, damn, sharks falling from the sky. I wish I could see that. That sounds so cool. Yeah, he's one of the boys. You know, I would want to see that shit too. I mean, you could never catch me cage diving with sharks. That's not for me. You know, I'm not a Shark Week fan like that or anything. Sharks are they're apex predators, right? Or no, because if you're an apex predator, that means that there's nothing like above you that can come and hunt you. And I'm pretty sure killer whales are out here fucking with sharks just for the shits and gigs of it. So actually, I don't even know if sharks are apex predators. But yeah, these people are over here freaking out over the news. They can't even wrap their heads around it. And all of a sudden, wait a minute. Oh my God, a shark crashes into the plane. Oh, holy crap. That's crazy. He just literally torpedoed himself into the plane. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I noticed the lighting in here. I just wanted to brighten it up a little bit. Wow, talk about a sharkpedo. Yo, this man just comes right into the middle of it. I guess that's what they meant by a direct hit. And then Gigi and Momo are over here just stuck dumbfounded like, And Granny Seiko, thinking with her head, she's like, grab onto something. We're about to be like the cast members are Lost. All right, we're about to get stuck. We're about to plane crash. We don't know what's going to happen. No one's got their seatbelts on. All right, where's the flight attendant? Where are the masks coming down? I know it's Dead Space. There's no flight attendants. But yeah, this is crazy. And then boom. Oh, this is double spread madness here. So let me just, wow. Holy crap. First of all, kudos to Yukinobu Tatsu for drawing this. The seats look so detailed. My man went crazy on the detailing of these seats. They look so good. But everyone's just grabbing on a something as the suction is just pulling them all up out of their seats. And Momo's like, a shark? You've got to be kidding me. Please, somebody help me. And then Granny Seiko, okay, there are the masks. She grabs one. She's like, put on your masks. Make sure you put yours on before you help the person next to you. That's what the flight attendants would say. Honestly, Granny Seiko in her getup, she looked like a flight attendant. All right, I'm just saying. Just saying. Otherwise, you'll get hypoxema. Oh, sorry, guys. Coffee break. Yeah, I don't know what hypoxema is. Sorry, guys. Might not be the brightest bulb in the room. Hypoxema is a condition characterized by abnormally low levels of oxygen in the blood. It is a sign that the body is not getting enough oxygen. I mean, that makes sense because, you know, all the air is being sucked out of the plane. So, you know, good luck breathing there. So, yeah. It looks like that one kid that's always with Zuma grabs the old man and puts a mask on him. And then Granny from the Ops Granny is over here. And she's just holding on, and one of her boys is like, Mama, help. She's like, damn it, protect yourselves for once. I don't got time for this. And Momo's saying, this is seriously bad. Momo, hold on. I'm coming to help, says Gigi from the back. And Momo's saying, Vamola, get big and plug up the hole. Vamola, it's no use. She can't hear me. Vamo-chan, says Gigi, get big, plug the hole. And all of a sudden, oh, yeah. Vamola can't hear Momo because she's, I don't know, I guess she's like disappearing. And so Vamola's like, okay, I got it. So she jumps into action, makes herself a little chonky kaiju, and she plugs up the hole. And honestly, that's really cute. The way she's just like plugging up the hole like that. Oh, I just realized I'm still reading in 2 pages. Yeah, so, okay, so yeah, Vamola's telling Momo to plug up the hole. Vamola's like, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You know, out here in La La Land, just trying to hold on to her life. And yeah, good idea plugging up the hole, because that should definitely really help. All of a sudden, everybody just drops down. It looks like Granny Seiko was the only one who put on her mask. I don't know why. And then Momo's just huffing and puffing like, yikes, I almost bought the farm. What does that mean? I almost bought the farm? Like I almost bit the dust? Is that what that's supposed to mean? And then, boom, right from behind her, yeah, a shark. That looks like, oh, man. What's that shark's name from Finding Nemo? Oh, it's going to bother me. Fish are friends, not food. What's the shark's name from Finding Nemo? It's Bruce. We got Bruce coming from the back. He's over here. He's like, yeah, y'all not fish. Y'all are humans, so you're fair game. So is that like another hole? Also, the shark that made the initial hole, did he just like puncture the plane and then like bounce? Like, because he clearly didn't stay on the plane. So what incarnation is up with these damn sharks? They're in the sky because they got whipped up in the typhoon. Oh, and Gigi's saying they're super frozen. They're just barely plugging up the holes. Granny Seiko chimes in, well, we don't know if they'll come loose, so sit down and put your seatbelts on. Gosh darn it. Oh my God, there's sharks everywhere. Wow. You can see like all around the plane. Holy crap, they're frozen. Oh, that makes sense, because like a typhoon would suck up anything that was in the water, and then, but that doesn't explain the weird body parts that we saw also like flying around with the shark. So, I mean, listen, who said that? Yeah, Granny Seiko, like brilliant job deducing that little fun fact. But what's with the body parts? So the sharks aren't even alive. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense then. Yeah, because like high altitudes like that, like it's so cold, you're frozen solid. Damn, poor sharks. I mean, they're predators, but still, it's messed up. Coffee break. Oh, guys, I don't know about you. One of the most simple pleasures in life is just a good cup of coffee. And for that reason, and no other, I'm going to take another. Gosh darn it, that is really good. Listen, should I start drinking my coffee before the streams? Maybe. All right, but you know what? Over here, I hope you guys don't mind. It is what it is. Next page, we're got the Ops saying, Mama, what do we have to do? At this rate, we're going to crash. Ops Mama saying, crap, damn, what the hell? Damn, shit. Whoa, guys, down the line, I'm trying to get sponsored at some point, so I can't be out here cursing. But Viz, you're not making it easy for me, all right? Remember, we're hoping to work with you guys. You gotta work with me over here, because I know you guys want clean-cut content creators. And I'm out here cussing up a storm. So, don't blame me. Also, please sponsor us. Please sponsor us at the Moon Piece Podcast. We love you guys. I'm here on a daily basis. I've been paying the membership for like years. I love your content. And now Granny Seiko's checking in with her team. It's like, anybody hurt? Nobody got sucked out? And everyone, including the ops, is like, no. I love that they're all sitting down, just like, fighting had to stop, because no one's trying to fall from a plane when you're that high up in the air. All right? That's not a good time. We're not out here skydiving. So Granny Seiko's like, Vamola, are you okay? I'm okay. Sharks are biting my back, though. Wait, so the sharks are alive. And Gigi's saying, Momo, are you here? I'm here. So the sharks are alive, and they're biting her? I don't understand. But, I mean, she's chilling because she's wearing that kaiju suit, so she all right. Gigi's saying, it's way cold, though. It's an extreme 50 below out there. Damn, sharks really did a number on this plane, says Granny. Ooh, she even got a little bit of the hair out? Okay, I see you. Momo saying, seriously, at this rate, we're going to freeze like those sharks. Ugh, says Granny Seiko. Granny, are you okay? Miss Seiko, Gigi calls out to her. And then Granny's like, Momo, so that's where you are. Granny, you can see me, says Momo. Like, oh my god, I'm not fading out into existence like Back to the Future or some shit. Also, the mask on Granny Seiko looks like a face. Because, like, the plastic bag is coming out and you got the two eyes. So the plastic bag's kind of looking like, it's like vomiting. It's like, bleh. So Momo's saying, but you had no reaction to me at all before. And Granny's saying, I see, the medication must have dulled my senses. But this is bad. I can only barely sense your presence. And this typhoon, nothing like this has ever happened before. It's not even summer. Typhoons never happen this time of year. Not to mention the sharks slamming into us. This is huge. Yeah, guys, this is not normal. This is not normal. Like, again, like, your deduction and saying this was a typhoon, I commend you, Granny Seiko, because that was brilliant deduction, but they haven't even seen the body parts yet. They have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I mean, we have no idea. I have zero clue. Again, like, those body parts really remind me of the villain from the last arc, the one with, like, the body parts in the cards. I don't remember what that guy's name was. All right, next page. Momo saying, do you think the god of Shimane is refusing us? Whoa, really? Could the evil eye be the cause, says Gigi. We've got curses on us, so... No, says Granny Seiko. The god of Izumo would accept anybody at all. That god would never refuse people like this. All right, so it looks like she's got a little insight in it. So Momo's like, so, like, what the hell is going on? Wait, there's a nose floating out there. There's no way that's normal. Isn't that a typhoon human? Typhoon human, says Gigi. What are you talking about? Look, see, says Momo as she points outside the window. There's a nose and a mouth, too. Hang on. Whoa. What's a typhoon human? All right? Don't say that like that's like, says Gigi. And like, he's like over here, like, don't say that like that's just like something we studied in school, okay? I know I'm not the smartest guy in class, but ain't no such thing as a typhoon human, Momo, okay? So don't gaslight me right now. So then Okarun, oh man, no way. Okarun's over here. The typhoon human was a cryptid named by the cryptologist Professor Takeshi Nakazawa. The typhoon is a living being. After collating the testimonies of eyewitnesses of flying eyeballs and noses, I have determined it to be a creature that dismembers itself and flies through the air. In other words, a typhoon human. I don't know why I had to say it like that, guys, but I really feel like I did. I feel like I nailed the voice acting part there. And so Momo was like, but does that mean it's a cryptid from the typhoon? Yo, so we're actually like, this is not even aliens. This is like a paranormal event. And also, I love that Momo is remembering something that Okarun has said. That's pretty cool. And now I feel bad that Okarun wasn't there to like see the human typhoon, you know? Um, Damn, but you know he's gonna hear about it, and that's exactly what his reaction is going to be. Um, yeah. And so Okarun's like, no, it means a typhoon itself is a living cryptid. How's that? Says I don't know. Oh, Momo, I guess, is saying that to the Okarun in her head. And then Momo saying, Okarun's crazy for cryptids. He told me all about it. Before, this Serpo aliens used Nessie to attack us. So maybe they're using that typhoon human too. Okay. So that is true. Yeah, I guess that was Nessie. And I guess this could be aliens using a human typhoon cryptid. To think, I mean, I love stories about cryptids. So to hear that, like, there's like a human typhoon cryptid out there is wild. So I'm gonna commend Yukinobu Tatsu again for like this. I would have never guessed that this was a cryptid villain. So I mean, like, again, like, this is just like another example of like why you can never guess what's happening in DanDaDan. Never. But I really like how Momo is like remembering like what Okarun has said in the past. And like, you know, just like, I know she knows so much about him. Like, he's crazy for cryptids. He's talked to me about it before. I love that. It just shows like their friendship. And now we're cutting back to what's outside the plane. Still, we're seeing sharks and everything falling down around them. And Momo saying, whoa, hold on a sec. The plane's circling around. They must be planning to make an emergency landing at a nearby airport. Oh, that's right. They're still in dead space. We're in, empty space. Same. Is the real world getting hit by the typhoon too? Oh, we're saved, says Gigi. We'll be able to temporarily go back and wait out the typhoon. Buddy, is it ever really that simple, though? Is it ever really that simple? Are you sure about that? Gigi? I don't know, bro. You guys, you're already in the thick of it, boy. All right. So Granny Seiko saying, we can't go back. If we lose this chance, we won't get another till next year. Your presence is already hazy to me. In a year, I may have forgotten you. We have to go there today, no matter what. But how, with the way things are, says Momo. The plane's already started to turn back. There's nothing we can do. There is something we can do, Momo. If it's gonna get in our way, then we're gonna have to kick the shit out of that typhoon. I can't. I mean, listen, again, I'm not doing the best job with not cursing, but this manga is not helping me in any which way, shape, or form. But that is a wicked cool panel of the typhoon just like in the background, and just Granny just saying, listen, if we can't, we have to go today, so we're just gonna have to beat the typhoon. It is what it is, guys. Let's figure it out. What do you mean beat a typhoon? And like, now that we're seeing like the typhoon in mass like that, you can see lightning firing all up and around there because I'm assuming like the wicked high temperatures that are like going around in there. There's sharks flying around. Some are frozen. Some are alive and biting. And you got body parts flying around too. Like, where do you even start fighting a typhoon? All right, Granny, you gonna recommend a plan like that? All right, I need the step-by-step action that we're gonna take here, because I am dumbfounded in how we're going to beat this typhoon. All right, you can't just say, "Oh, we're gonna beat a typhoon, guys." What? So Momo, that's exactly. Momo's like, "There's no way we're talking about a typhoon," and Granny's not even phased. Look at her eyes; she's locked in. She's like, "Typhoons are governed by principles, just like anything else. They're caused by warm ocean water and the water vapor it generates." And now we're seeing a little diagram of how a typhoon is formed. They're generally made up of these two things. So you could say the warm ocean water is the engine and the water vapor is the gasoline. Okay. Does anybody have like ice powers? Like, I don't know what you're saying. But yeah, okay. So we're seeing like the eye of the typhoon going up. We're seeing, like vapor like going up. So cloud generation, temperature increase, thermal radiation, atmospheric pressure drop, updrafts, cloud generation. So it just keeps going up and up and around. Okay. All right. So Granny apparently knows a lot about typhoons. I guess someone of her age knows that stuff. I guess you watch the Weather Channel. I have no idea how typhoons work. I have no idea how hurricanes and tornadoes. I don't know how any like natural disaster like works. So kudos to you, Granny. So yeah, last page actually. So you could say the warm ocean water is the engine and the water vapor is the gasoline. Eliminating either one will extinguish the typhoon. And and the thing that will serve as key to be doing that will be, and then we cut to the sharks. The frozen sharks? What are we... So like, is Momo gonna like use her telekinetic abilities to like gather up the sharks and like somehow use that to dismantle the typhoon? I'm not following your logic here, Granny Seiko. But I mean, you seem to have a plan because I don't think there's anything she can do. She got hands, right? And she can do like, you know, talismans and draw like summoning circles or like seal demons and stuff like that. Gigi's got like, you know, the Hadoken. Vamola's got a kaiju suit. So, but her suit can't fly, so I don't know what they're gonna do with that. The ops crew, the family, they have nothing at their disposal. Zuma's got the umbrella though, but I mean, is there anything they can do outside the plane? Because like, can you even go outside the plane without like whoosh, being like flown off? Like, I don't know what they could do here. But I'm very listen. I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm just like trying to wrap my head around like, how are you guys fighting a typhoon? I'm over here thinking like Okarun and the guy with the glasses and Mashiro Tori. Like, I thought they were all having like a really hard time with what they were doing, but Momo, Gigi, and Seiko are out here fighting a typhoon. Plus, they got that whole weirdo family after them too. Like, oh my god, they're definitely taking the brunt of the arc right now. This was a good chapter. Again, like I definitely didn't see this coming of it being like a human typhoon that they were going to be going up against. There were some cute moments again with like Vamola turning into like that chunky kaiju. I thought that was very sweet, but you know, we're seeing more examples of like people just not being able to see or sense Momo. Even Granny Seiko, you know, told us that the medication, while it dulled her senses, she's still like, nah, like I still can't like see, feel, or hear you. You're like, your presence is mad light. So there was some comedy here. I would probably give this chapter, probably give it a 7 out of 10. You know, like I don't think it needs to be any higher than that. There's comedic relief. There's a little bit of action. The ridiculousness of what we're going up against here is by far like the standout of this chapter. But the highlight of the chapter for me, I think that's what I'm going to be doing from now on, actually. I'm going to, like, my personal highlight of the chapters would be, like, Momo remembering Okarun's love and adoration for cryptids and how that came into play here in this moment where, she, you know, she's remembering him clearly talking to her about a human typhoon. And, you know, we're seeing what she thinks his reaction would be to hearing this news. So I thought that is very sweet because, again, like, I am on the Momo and Okarun ship. I am steering the wheel. If I'm not steering the wheel, I'm the navigator telling the captain where to go. I'm fully for it. And in that same page, now that I'm looking at it again, we're seeing that an example of, yo, the last time we faced a cryptid like this, it was the aliens that were behind it. So I guess, you know, the aliens are back again, but is it the Serpo aliens? Is it a different one? Because it's really hard to know like who the villain of this arc is. It's easy to say that it's Count Saint Germain, but I don't know. There could be other work at play. Like, is he the villain of this? And I mean, with everything that's happening with the knives back at home, with them taking powers from other people, like that's giving very paranormal, very, you know, spiritual, not spiritual, but like, you know, like, whoa, Sorry, guys. My dog just got the zoomies. No, Luffy. Yes, my dog's name is Luffy. Yeah, this is a great chapter overall. I'm glad that there's going to be no break next week. I can't wait to see what they're going to do against this typhoon. I can imagine we're probably going to have like 3 to 4 more chapters of this side of things and what's going on here. But I'm excited for them to finally land at their destination, because we also got a little bit more of what this god is all about, because Momo's like, oh, maybe this god is like refusing us and they sent this typhoon over, and Granny seems to know the god of Izumo would accept anybody. So yeah, I'm assuming. Ooh, I wonder what we're gonna get actually, now that I'm like thinking about it. Like, yes, I feel like they're gonna be able to turn Momo back to her original state, or at least give them like a really solid lead in how to go about doing that. But I also feel like there's going to be something else we're going to get. I feel like a power-up is coming up for some of these characters. I don't think it's going to be Vamola. Again, Vamola having her kaiju suit is already like super OP. I don't think anything's going to happen there. It could be Gigi, though. Maybe something's happening with Gigi, because we saw in this arc that the evil eye almost came out. So Gigi's like having a little bit of a harder time controlling him. And then he's obviously a little insecure about it too, because in this chapter again, he's like, could the evil eye be the cause of this? So maybe the god of Izuma does something to help the evil eye. Maybe it like helps it find a little bit of peace, that allows Gigi to better control it and maybe like level up his spiritual energy. I could totally see that happening. And again, maybe same thing for Momo. Maybe there's like some kind of like spiritual cleansing that they can all do that like clears their chakras, allows the energy to flow better in their bodies. I could totally see something like that happening for them, because I don't know, I feel like in this series as a whole, we've never really gotten power-ups. We've never really gotten like, how like in, let's say like Dragon Ball Z, for instance, Goku unlocks Super Saiyan. He unlocks Super Saiyan 2. Let's say, Naruto, he learns Sage Mode. He learns, I guess Okuran definitely has gotten those progressions with how he's able to use his powers. But as far as like new forms, new transformations, we haven't really gotten that much. Gigi did a little bit with his training, because he's of course able to use the Hadoken. But I feel like there's going to be more that Gigi is going to be able to do. And I feel like the way Gigi and the Evil Eye are right now, they need to be more connected. Kind of like, I don't know if you guys watch Black Clover, kind of like Asta and Lieb. The way they were able to understand each other's differences. Not that Gigi doesn't understand the Evil Eye, but the Evil Eye is still like upset. It's still furious. It still wants to fight. And the only reason it's under control is because Okuran had that deal with him. Like, yo, until you beat me, all right, don't worry about it. Forget it. So maybe if Gigi can help the Evil Eye, find peace, then they're able to fight better together. Yeah, and then Momo, I'm sure so long as Momo can like go back to her original size and people can see her again, she'll ask for nothing more. This girl, like, I'm also like kind of like, I'm not gonna say I'm sick and tired of it, but I really want Momo to be out here again on the front lines, like with people. I feel like she's taken a back seat now that she's smaller and a little more helpless. She's playing a little bit more of the damsel in distress. Even though she's still able to use her powers, everyone's still a little bit more like, yo, Momo, wait, hold back. Momo, where are you? Momo, are you okay? Momo, and like, Momo's just not that damsel in distress kind of girl, For me, like, Momo's always been like the first one to throw hands, the first one, like, I don't know. I really like Momo as a character, so like I'm ready for her to come back into the front lines. But yeah, wow. Actually, there's a lot to look forward to with the God of Izumo. I really don't think that it's just going to be like, oh, there you go, Momo, you're back. I feel like there's going to be a lot more. Like, they're literally going to a new destination, far away from where they just came from. And it's not going to be just for Momo to go back to her original size. There is going to be something else that's going to happen here. So I'm really excited to see that. Yeah, good chapter overall, guys. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Thank you again for everybody who joined my live stream, live reaction of DanDaDan Chapter 195. You can, of course, look forward to seeing another live stream chapter review of Chapter 196 next week, Monday at 12:15. I also, again, do Blue Lock chapter reviews Tuesdays at 11:15 a.m. Wednesdays, again, Kimmy is doing Kingdom Hearts. Hopefully she beats the first one tomorrow, Wednesday, and if she does, you can bet your ass she's going to do Kingdom Hearts 2. Corey and I just did a Sailor Moon live stream with Kimmy last night, where we live streamed episodes 31 through 35, which were absolutely great episodes. We're really happy to be watching Sailor Moon. Our season 2 grand finale is coming out tomorrow. On all platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, you know the deal. So if you guys want to check that out, we're going to be talking heavy about the spring anime of 2025, as well as some other shows that have come out within the last few months of this year. So if you haven't checked that out, please do so. Again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you guys like this. Leave a comment if you guys want me if you want to see me talk about anything else. Right now, I'm just doing Blue Lock and DanDaDan, but I have a desire to do more because on a weekly basis, I'll be reading, I don't know, like 10 new chapters, from 10 different series between Shonen Jump and Kodansha. So if I were to do like another Shonen Jump manga, I feel like it would be Ichi the Witch, because I really think like Ichi the Witch is a great series. If you haven't already watched it, I really suggest that you do so. There's a lot of potential there. For the Sailor Moon girlies, you'll love it. And for the Shonen for the show bros, you'll also love it. It's the perfect mix of, like magical girl and, just shonen tropes. It's a great series so far. So I would be down to do it. Another series that I really like that I would also be down to do a live stream of is from Kodansha. It's Gachiakuta. I would love to do Gachiakuta. The anime is coming out later this year. And, that's a series I started reading within like the last 6 to 8 months. I really enjoy it. It reminds me a lot of like Soul Eater. And it's a series I would also really be down to do because I really see the potential there. Yo, what's good, Shade? Oh, Saint Shade's in the chat. Yo, thanks for joining, man. So yeah, let us know. Let me know if you guys want me to do anything else. They would be solo. The only time I ever do a live stream with somebody else, it's Corey when we do One Piece. So One Piece was obviously on break last week, but it's coming back this week. So you guys can look forward to a One Piece live stream chapter review of that. And then Kimmy, Corey, and I all do Kagurabachi monthly. We let the chapters build up because, we tried to do it weekly. But with Kagurabachi, sometimes the chapters, they just go by fast. So we just let the chapters build up. And honestly, for the last couple of times we've done it, it's been better because, like, you're on a ride. Like, binging Kagurabachi in, like, short bursts like that, 3 to 4 chapters, is definitely a lot better than reading it weekly. But golly, is it hard to stay away from spoilers. But that's my cross to bear. I started yapping for a little bit. Sorry, guys. Again, I'm going to say it again. Thank you for joining me on a live reaction. I hope I see some of you guys tomorrow for my Blue Lock live stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And either way. Oh, wait. Saint Shade saying the One Piece chapter seems to be fire. Get ready. Yo, I'm ready. After a break week, I'm expecting big things. Oh, and the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex chapters coming out tomorrow. Oh, guys, should I do Boruto? Should I do a Boruto? No, that's 50 pages. You know what? I'm gonna have to think about it. Maybe I could do it later on this week. I'm really gonna have to like come up with a time. If you guys don't read Boruto, I get it, but 2 Blue Vortex is fire. Okay, all right. I'm gonna stop yapping. Thank you again, everyone. Sayonara, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. Bye-bye.